And here again is a look at Budapest, where the celebrations are taking place. Hungarians who voted for change are the ones celebrating this time. They're also celebrating the defeat of longtime Prime Minister Viktor Orbán. Opposition leader Péter Magyar appears to have won decisively. Let's get to CBC's Briar Stewart, who is in Budapest with the excitement behind her. So, Briar, set the stage. What's going on where you are?
Yeah, you know, Natasha, there are tens of thousands of people here, and they keep coming and coming. And we actually had to leave the location that we were at along the Danube in front of the Parliament building because there was just no cell phone signal. All of these people here tonight are jubilant because they have voted in the election and they have voted to bring down the government of Viktor Orbán. He'd been in power in Hungary for 16 years. During that time, people who are critics of him say that he tilted the country in the wrong direction. There was centralization of power, corruption, scandals, erosion of rights, and really what we heard from a lot of people is that they were very uncomfortable with Hungary's and Orbán's relationship with the Kremlin, and what they wanted to see is a government that tilted more towards Europe and improved the fractious relationship there. Now I'm going to just step a little bit to the side here so you can kind of see a little bit of the scene behind me. And you know, you have a man here with Orbán and Matryoshka doll, and underneath you have Putin. And it's not an overstatement to say that Russia factors very, very heavily in this election. After Orbán officially conceded, I mean, the crowd was cheering, and one of the things they were chanting was "Russia, go away." So definitely it is a factor, and so has Ukraine been a factor in this election. Orbán tried to make it one, saying that a vote for anybody but him might lead to the country being dragged into the Ukraine war. That was the narrative that Orbán tried to sell. Obviously, not enough voters went for it. And now we are going to see a new government in Hungary. And I think the question is just, will that government be able to promise or deliver the change that it promised? Because a lot of the people here tonight really, didn't really know much about the opposition in terms of the vision it was articulating. What they really wanted to do was to vote against Orbán and end that government, and that now has happened.
Briar, there was some concern amongst a few that even if these results would come to fruition, that Orbán wouldn't necessarily immediately recognize them, but that doesn't seem to be the case. What are you hearing?
No, yeah, and there had been, I'd say, accusations all throughout the campaign of vote buying. The Orbán campaign was doing that. There were hundreds of election monitors deployed across the country, both domestic observers and those from international teams. And, speaking with political analysts over the last couple of days, they said, well, there's always kind of these claims about electoral fraud. They didn't think it would lead to kind of a serious inquiry or a recount, if you will. And I think that's quite evident now that we saw Orbán officially concede, congratulate Péter Magyar, who will be the next prime minister of this country. So despite the accusations around fraud, it doesn't really seem to be a factor here. I should say what will be very interesting is to just see what this new government is like. It's been 16 years of the Orbán government. It will take a long time, political watchers say, to try to deconstruct some of the changes that were made, stacking of the judiciary. So much of the media in this country is either directly controlled by or affiliated with Orbán's Fidesz party. These kinds of things can't be changed overnight, but those here really do believe that this is a part of a new beginning.
And I should note, Briar, Europe's Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, has put out a statement where she's saying Europe's heart is beating stronger in Hungary tonight. And certainly we're hearing those hearts beating stronger in Hungary. Thank you so much for being on the ground for us in Budapest and for this live report.